So we're going to go over what is going to be on the quiz for all you guys today and Monday on March 9th and let's see here, 10th, 11th, 12th, right? So March 9th and 12th is the quiz, and we're going to go over what's on there. So we have logarithms. Now logarithms can be really hard or really easy. Just kind of, logarithms are their own little math section. So just to review what we're doing is this right here, this means what power of 3 gives 243? Or, if we want to write it out like this, 3 to the question mark equals 243. That's what they're asking here. So we can go through our powers of 3. So 3 to the 0 is 1, 3 to the 1 is 3, 3 squared is 9, 3 to the third is 27, 3 to the fourth is 81, and 3 to the fifth is 243. So this right here, the 5 equals 243, so this would equal 5. Now if you're somebody that can't do that or you're having trouble with that, you can always put it in the calculator. The calculator can do it too, so all you have to do is do the log of the top one divided by the log of the bottom one. So let's do that. So here's our calculator here. So we're going to do the log of 243 divided by the log of 3. And we get 5. So that's the other way to do it. So this one's no different except that it's a fraction. So fractions just mean it's going to be negative, and then we just do these numbers here. So 5 to the first power is 5, 5 squared is 25, 5 to the third is 125, so it's going to be negative 3. Again, we can put this in a calculator, the top number divided by the bottom number, like that. So we can do that, and I'll show you what that looks like if you're having trouble doing it by hand. I do recommend doing it by hand, I really do. It just, not everyone can memorize all those powers of different numbers. So sometimes it's nice to have a calculator to solve this stuff for us. So log of the top divided by the log of the bottom. We get negative 3. There we go. Sweet. Alright, so we're going to graph this. Just remember these graphs look a little different. They look like this with an asymptote right here. But that goes up and down, but we're going to change that a little bit. So step 1 is the asymptote, and the asymptote is right here, but we're going to switch it, so it'll be negative 4. And that'll be an x value because it's going to go up and down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, we have negative 4. There we go. And then we're going to make a table of values. And our first number is going to be this plus 1. So we're going to add 1 to our number that's the asymptote, so it goes over 1. Then we're going to throw that number in there and solve it out, and then we'll pick one number larger. Now I'm going to pick 5. And that's because this is a 3 here, and so I need powers of 3. So I need to pick numbers that are going to give me like 3, 9, 27, 81, so that these are non-decimals. If you picked something other than 5, that's fine. You just use a calculator to solve it for you, that's all. So we have log 3 of negative 3 plus 4 minus 1. So we have log 3 of 1 minus 1. I'm going to put that in the calculator, see what it gets. Now, I can do that in my head, but that's okay. I want to show you what it looks like in the calculator. So it's the log of the top number, which is the 1, divided by the log of the bottom number, which is 3, minus 1. And it should be negative 1. Okay. We're going to do the 5. So we have log of 5 plus 4 minus 1. And 5 plus 4 is 9. So we have log 3 of 9 minus 1. We're going to put that in the calculator. I know that's going to be a 1 when we do it, but we're going to show you how to do it in the calculator. So it'll be the log of the top number divided by the log of the bottom number minus 1. And we get 1. So we have negative 3, negative 1, and then we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. And we're going to make our shape like that. So it's going to start parallel, and then it's going to come up like that. Sweet. That's a really good graph. So we do have our x and y intercepts right here. And then we have our domain is left until negative 4, right for infinity. Our range is down and up infinity, so both infinities or all real numbers. All right. What is a log? What is log and how is it different from, not form, from ln? So log has an invisible 10 on the calculator, and ln, it has an invisible e. Okay, so make sure ln is e's and logs is 10 if there's no number. If there is a number, then the log is what it is. So this would be log 3. So, but if there's no number, it's a 10. So we're going to solve this one. So we're going to solve it. So what we need to do is we need to get this guy all alone. So we need to add the 1 over. So we get 5 e to the x is equal to negative 15. And then divide off the 5. So we get e to the x is equal to negative 3. That won't work. So we're going to actually change this problem. So I'm going to make this a negative here. So when I divide by a negative, it turns positive. Okay. Now it's going to work. So I just made that quick change to the problem so that it works. So I made that negative 5 negative in the beginning. So that's a positive. So you can't actually do this if it's negative. So to get rid of an e, we are going to use an ln. So we're going to do the ln of both sides like this. And that's going to cause this to cancel. And x is going to equal the ln of 3. Now, what's really important to notice is this is a B level grade. To get an A, I want you to solve it out for a decimal. So let's get our technology out. Hit ln 3. Enter, and we get 1.0. I'm going to do 1.10. No, we'll do 1.099. That's what we'll do. And then we got to plug this in to see if it works. We have negative 5e. Now notice I made it negative in the beginning, so it worked out. I made a little mistake when I was doing it. Minus 1. I'm going to put that in the calculator and see what comes out. And it should be what is in the problem. So let's try this out. So we have negative 5 with the white e, so second ln to get e, 1.099 minus 1. We get negative 16.00. So is that what I was supposed to get? Yes, so this works, and that's how we get an A. Finally, we're going to solve this one here. The last one, we're going to solve the logarithm one. So again, the logarithm has to be all alone. It has this plus 2 on the end, so we're going to subtract this over. So the logarithm with its x minus 1 is all alone, and then we're going to change the whole thing. So we have a log, so we're going to use a base. So what that does is it makes our problem that we had an exponent. So notice these are now exponents with a base of 3. So those are going to cancel because they're opposites, and 3 to the 5th power. I'm going to use my calculator. I believe it's 243. I think it's the one we used in the beginning. So 3 to the 5th power is 243. Then we're going to add 1 to get x equals 244. Then we can go and check the answer here. So 244 minus 1 is 243. Okay, 243 is 5. Like log 3 of 243 is 5. We actually did that right in the beginning, if you remember up here. Right here. So that's 5. Right here, yeah. So that's 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. I got a 7. What do I need? I needed a 7. So we're good. Okay. That's what's going to be on the quiz today. Hopefully you all study and do well on it. And again, you may be able to do well on it today, But remember to practice. You can remember this when you take your ISAT or SAT or move on to the next class. Because that's what I'm seeing is a lot of people just remember it for today and then they forget, which hurts them more later. So make sure you practice this, get used to doing it so you can remember it next time you have to use it. Have a good day and good luck. Bye-bye.